hope you all woke up with gratefulness in your spirit. I hope you did. Because if you woke up today and you are alive and well, you need to be grateful. Stop complaining. Get out of the spirit of complaining. Because the fact that you have breath today, you need to be grateful. Yeah, you all heard about Jamal Bryant that passed away. Yeah. From the Huxtables Cosby show. Yeah. He didn't make it. He's 54. We are not living as long as we used to. We are taking it for granted. We think that, next week, next month, next year. No, you need to be thanking God for the day. Yes. If you woke up this morning, I hope the first thing you did when you woke up was say, thank you, God, whomever you serve. But I hope you said, Lord, I thank you. Thanks for waking me up. Thank you for breath. Because let me tell you, I'm not living long. At 45, I am grateful to be living today. If you're still alive, you got food on your table, you have an income coming in. If you're blessed to have many forms of income, if you have family, listen, be grateful. Stop waking up with a spirit of complaining and talking about what you don't want to do and what you don't feel like doing and I shouldn't take all that and I don't feel like it and they better get out my face. Listen, be grateful. When you show up to your job, be grateful. Because there's many people who are unemployed, who are not working, who don't have any form of income, are waking up crying today. Because they don't know where that next meal coming from. They don't know what's going to happen. So get out. When you show up at these jobs, be grateful. Do your job. They pay you to do a job. Be grateful. That is the word for the day for any and everybody. Be grateful. At this 6 o'clock hour of the morning, be grateful. As you look at the sun, see the sun in my eyes, I got my sunglasses on. Be grateful. I can't stress it enough. That's what you need to do, because guess what? When you're grateful, you draw more to you. Yes, you do. Be grateful. You think being disgruntled and complaining and having a lot of negativity is going to bring blessings to you? No. God said if you be faithful over a few things, I'll bless you with much. But what happens is we complain and talk about and be complain about whatever we have going on. No, you need to be grateful. Be faithful over a few things and I'll give you much. He also talks about being content in whatever state you find yourself in. Too many of you all are unhappy and disgruntled because you're not grateful. You got to be grateful, period. I don't care what you're doing. You get to sweep the floor, the corners of the hallway at a job, be grateful. You get to say, how may I help you? Would you like mayonnaise and ketchup and pickles on that? Be grateful. I don't know where we got to the point that we're no longer grateful for things. Is it because we got content? We're so happy we used to having the same thing that we ungrateful? Or we looking at other people? No, be grateful. Because listen, I didn't get to where I am today because I had a silver spoon in my mouth. No. It was a lot of weary days where I was like, God, why, how, what are you doing? I don't understand this. This is hard. But I kept showing up. And let me tell you, it paid off. I didn't understand it at the time. Where most folk would have said, you know what? I'm not showing. I could make more money being at home. Let me tell you some stories. Yeah. I used to be a server when I was going through college. And that was some of the brokest days of my life. And I was showing up in the summertime to work. And I was making like $25. I would be there from 10:30 to about 6. And I remember counting my little bit of tips, and it was like $27. Not my whole serving time, because I served for years, but I had like $27. Now, your average person would not have showed up to that job. And I kept coming. Wasn't making no money. But what I'm telling you, I was still grateful, and I knew it was for a reason, but I kept coming. Be content, because it will pay off later. It will. It's going to pay off, I guarantee you. When my car broke down when I was younger and I had to get off public transportation and walk past my vehicle, I kept showing up. I didn't become a victim of my circumstance. I didn't complain, even though I didn't understand. I kept showing up. Yeah. Be content. That's the word of the day, everybody. Be content. I know y'all got to go to work, hopefully. I know you may say you don't understand. You don't know what I'm going through. I promise you it gets better. It's going to get better. Nothing stays the same. It doesn't. Things are always changing, but if you keep showing up, you keep putting in the work, you will look back and say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't give up. I'm so glad. I didn't know what God was doing back then, but guess what? I can appreciate it now. It was worth it. Don't be weary in this season, guys. I guarantee, I don't care what you're going through. A setback, a delay is never denied. It's never denied. It's all for the big setup, always. All my trials and tribulations that I went through back then, I'm reaping the rewards now. Yeah. I don't look like what I've been through. If I told you my testimony, you would say, oh my gosh, really? Oh, I would never think that. Oh yeah, I have a testimony. Yes. But I made it through. So do not become a victim of your circumstances. Do not. Don't do it. That's victimhood, if you will. No. Be a victor. Say, these are temporary circumstances. I will make it through. I'm going to get on the other side. Because guess what? In this lifetime, you're going to have tenacious abilities. You're going to have stick-to-itiveness, if you will. You're going to have to be dogmatic. You're going to have grit, for lack of a better word. Because nobody's giving you anything. They're not. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to keep showing up. You're going to have to be willing to be uncomfortable. Because the problem that I see, that a lot of people think that things come to you easy and that it's supposed to feel good. Let this be clear. Nothing that you take on is going to be easy. Nothing. If it comes easy, better believe it's going to falter and it's just going to come to nothing. No, that's the misconception. Nothing comes easy. You start a business, it's going to get weary. You're going to have to put a lot of hours in before you even make a buck. Whatever you do in this lifetime is going to take work. When you become a parent, when you become a spouse, when you become an employee, a professional, whatever it is you do in this life is going to take work. It's going to take you feeling uncomfortable. You're going to be in some uncomfortable places. You're going to be in a tight spot. It's going to be hard. But I guarantee you, you will make it through if you keep showing up. Yeah, just keep showing up. All right? That's the word for today, guys. Be grateful. Be content. Put in the work. Keep showing up. Keep being consistent. I don't care if 10 years go by. You will make it through. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Whoever said hi to me. But good morning. You will make it through. That is the word. That is the day. That's it. You will make it through if you keep showing up. All right, guys. Love you. Wish you the best. And whoever said nobody cares, yeah, but you got to care. You got to care. You have to care. And if that's negativity towards me about nobody cares about what I'm saying, that's on you. Be blessed. Have a good day. Live on purpose. Keep putting the grit in. That's all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.